Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jonathan Field and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On first down, Darnold. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The end result, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find them.
Touchdown! Tommy Tremble, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Nwangu. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Kene Nwangu, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. On 2nd and 9, Darnold over the middle, complete. That's Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Darnold on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, his throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Darnold to throw again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. First play's a run with Nwangu. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 67 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
On first down, it's Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now it's Fields. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Panthers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and Carolina scores to cap it off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go.
From the 50, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Sam Darnold heading back out. The focus of our players' spotlight is showing off that arm. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Darnold down to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To the ground attack here, it's McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Webb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he finds his man, complete. It's Webb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Darnold. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Koo for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Darnold. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw, Darnold over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, yeah. Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On first down, Fields. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half. But use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was definitely a game.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And again this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because if you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And out of bounds right around the 20. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kene Nwangu with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On first down, it's Darnold. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one, because now you got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
That caught by Trimble. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting, as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. And a give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I got him. 54's Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Handoff right side to Wangu. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Back to Nwangu again on 1st down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Here on a Sunday night, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And a give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Fields. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On first and 10, Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Oh, man, open down the middle of the field. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
To the air again, Darnold. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Webb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. back to throw, Darnold. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check. Mike 54. Mike 54.
And now here's a carry heading left. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run down for Nwangu. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.